Welcome to our Aer Gym Duffel 3 review. And I know you might be thinking, wait, that looks like the Aer Travel Pack. And it kind of does, but it isn't. It's the Aer Gym Duffel 3. The newest version, marketed as the ideal duffel bag for business professionals, also hit the gym. You're hitting the books, you're hitting the weights. Is this the everyday carry that helps you combine those two lifestyles? That's exactly what we're gonna talk about in this review. Okay, let's kick this review off by talking about the overall gist of the Aer Gym Duffel 3. As the name suggests, it's a duffel. But it's not just a hand duffel, it's also a shoulder duffel. But that's it. If you're looking for a duffel that can also transition into a backpack, this is not your guy. It's a gym work duffel because you got the work area here. This is where all your tech stuff goes, all your business stuff goes, computer charger, business cards, pens, notebooks. But then in the main compartment, that's sort of like the gym compartment. This is where your towel goes, spare gym clothes, maybe a protein shake. Water bottle holder on the outside, big and beefy. Ventilated mesh compartments to stop that sort of gym smell from becoming permanent. And most importantly, what you need out of any gym pack or duffel in this case, a ventilated shoe compartment. Aer's style is very urban. A lot of that has to do with their choice of material. This is Cordura 1680 ballistic nylon. It's got a very rough, kind of rugged look to it, but it's very durable. And it still has a nice smooth touch. I think Aer did a good job of making this a little bit more stylish than perhaps like a typical gym duffel. They made it look pretty interesting without it making it look like over the top. As with most Aer products, it only comes in one color, black. And the capacity is 24.1 liters.
And that 0.1 just makes it go that much further. 0.1? Man, that just makes a world of difference around it.
I can't argue with that. And currently it runs around 170 US dollars. Okay, let's chat about the outside of the Aer Gym Duffel 3. The outside is dominated by that 1680 Cordura ballistic nylon, which basically covers everything on the outside of the duffel. Aer's branding is super anonymous, super subtle. Where's the logo? Where's the logo, Tav?
There it is.
It's right there. But that's it. This is nice because sometimes gym brands have a tendency to be a little bit more loud with their branding. Aer, on the other hand, they just like to keep that sense of anonymity. The actual front is dominated by this YKK PU-coated waterproof zipper. PU-coated zips are great for their water resistance, obviously, but they are a little bit stickier. A little bit harder to pull down and pull up. But thank God Aer gave us these little pull tabs right here. So you grab this, gives you a little bit of leverage, makes the process on both sides much simpler. This front compartment is extremely basic. It is big. It runs the entire circumference of the duffel pack, but no additional interior organization. It's just a big area that you can throw things in. Great spot for a book, bigger notebook, maybe a tablet. And what I like about this particular compartment is you can see it has really nice expansion. You see it has like these little dimples right here? Those dimples kind of ensure that it stays nice and flush when it's not packed out. But when you want to really load it up, it's actually got a pretty decent amount of expansion to it. One thing that I quite like about this duffel is it has the ability to stand up by itself. Not all duffels have this ability, and this is also a testament of the shape, right? It's a little bit thinner, it's more rectangular, right? So I just like the fact that it's not falling all over the place. You got this little crevice right here, which enables you to keep the bag upright, which just makes it easier to access the main compartment when you're at the gym, at work, wherever you might be. On side number 1, we have the ventilated shoe compartment. For me, this is the most important characteristic of any gym bag, right? I don't want to put my shoes in the main compartment with all my other stuff, but separate. This shoe compartment can fit up to a men's 13 size shoes. Then this could also be a good spot for like your gym towel. You can even throw a big ass water bottle in here, umbrella. It can serve more functions than just for your gym shoes. But if you are using it for your gym shoes, you're going to love the ventilation. You got 1, 2, 3 holes on the top right there, just to kind of keep your bag from getting smelly, because gym bags can get smelly. Flip it over to the other side, we have the water bottle pocket. I like the elastic that's used here, right? Because if you don't have a water bottle in this pocket, it stays nice and flush. But if you want to put a water bottle in there, I mean, this expands. 1 liter Nalgene, no problem. How about a fire hydrant? Oh yeah, the fire hydrant fits, which is important. And you got room to spare. So if you have a bigger fire hydrant, that can fit as well. And then flip it over to the back. We've got some interesting things going on here. We've got like a security pocket in the back, accessible with a YKK zip, very smooth access. You have to have a good point. It should be noted, the only zipper on this bag that's waterproof, this guy right here, none of the others are waterproof. And then this pocket runs down to about yay area. No additional organization. It's a good spot for something you want quick access to that you also want to be protected, right? Because think about it, you're carrying this, like I'll mostly carry this in shoulder strap duffel mode, so it's against my body, which makes it A, protected, and B, accessible. Which is why I would love to put something like my wallet in this pocket or my cell phone, just things that I don't want people f***ing with, that is also easy to access. We also have a luggage pass-through holder here, which is secured with a little Velcro patch. I like the Velcro patch because, as I've said before, it just helps kind of keep things a little tidier, and then whenever you need it, you just do one of those, good to go. A few more points. Let's talk about the carrying and the overall comfort of the Aer Gym Duffel 3. We'll start with the hand duffel mode. We've got these two handles, neither of which is well padded, but you don't really need it because you got this guy, which connects the two. And this guy has a buckle, and you can snap the buckle into place. Nice, tidy, and very comfortable carrying experience. It's got a nice amount of padding to it. It's also made with the Cordura ballistic nylon, which just means it has a nice feel to it. Because if you're spending this much money on a duffel, you want that satisfaction every time you interact with the pack. And that material helps to give you a little extra satisfaction. I also like this handle for two reasons. One, you got a lot of space here, right? Like a lot of gym bag duffel handles are like here, and you gotta like get a crowbar to get the leverage to really get your hand under there. And even then, there's not a lot of like room. But this one, kaboom, you've got a lot of room. Overall, it just kind of makes it a more comfortable carrying experience. And it's quite cool that these materials for the handles are quite rigid, which means the handle sticks up by itself. So it's not like falling over to the side, it's not all flimsy, it's strong like ox. And that just makes it easier to grab your bag when you gotta run. And finally, for the outside, we have the messenger shoulder duffel strap thing. This is removable. It connects with this buckle right here. Really nice buckle. Who are you made by? Duraflex. They make the best hardware in the game. Yeah, it's super easy to take off, super easy to put back on, almost as easy as it is to click the like button. And I love this strap and really any Aer strap and really any Aer product because of the comfort and padding they put into this. See right here, super squishy, super comfortable. I refer to this as the Aer mattress experience. And think about it, your gym/work duffel is gonna be a bit heavy. You got a computer in there, you got a bunch of gym in there. This helps make the carrying experience more comfortable. It's got a nice feel to it, a little bit of ventilation. Love it. The material for the strap is kind of just a basic nylon. This just feels like a seat belt, but there's a decent amount of expansion, right? So if you want to tighten this up or loosen it, pretty easy to do. So no matter how tall, how short, or however you like to carry your duffel, you will be able to customize it to your preferences. I like it here. This is my preference. Outside, done. Let's talk about the inside of the Aer Gym Duffel 3. Okay, let's start with the front pocket here, AKA the work compartment. Because this is just an ideal spot for all your work stuff. Look at the organization in here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets, and a decent amount of storage space here as well. I do wish that maybe these zips went down a little further so I could open this like clamshell style and I can get a full view of what's in this compartment, but it stops here, and I wish it didn't. These pockets are great for bulkier bits of tech gear. Think like bulky Bluetooth headphones. That's where I'd put those. Your Logitech Bluetooth mouse. Zip pocket also comes with a keyring loop. Not crazy about these keyring loops because there's a little bit of like a hook there on this buckle. Makes it a little annoying to kind of take the keys off the loop sometimes. It gets snagged. But overall, it's in a safe location, which is also easily accessible, which I appreciate. This pocket, perfect for a small moleskin. 2 pen pockets. What we put in there, Tam?
Shit.
Caught him off guard. If you can figure out what to put in these pockets, please let us know in the comments below. And that's it for the work compartment. Let's switch it around and go to the tech compartment. That's this guy right here. 2 YKK zips, not PU coated. A little annoying. I do like my tech compartment to have just that little extra security from the rain and the water and the weather and all the does. But this one does not have that, so keep that in mind if you're frolicking through the city with it. But the tech compartment itself, pretty well done. Also pretty basic. We've got the laptop sleeve right here, which is secure with a little Velcro guy right there. The laptop sleeve can fit up to a 16-inch laptop, but I think that it could definitely fit bigger, but it's advertised as 16-inch, so let's roll with that. And while I do like the padding, got a decent amount of padding right here, really nice padding. I'm not crazy about the flimsiness. I would have liked maybe like a supporting material here just to make this a little bit, like, I don't know, feel like a little bit tighter, a little more secure. And I would have liked a little bit more suspension on the bottom, like just in case you drop the bag, laptop's in there, laptop's gonna feel that one in the morning. Like you got like a little bit of suspension, it's like right here. I just wish that it was elevated ever so slightly just to give you a little bit extra security in those times where you drop the duffel. And then on the other side, you got a little bit extra space here. Could be a great spot for a laptop charger, maybe your laptop cooling pad, something a little bit bulkier. There's a bit of expansion, should close up, no problemo. Next up, main compartment, where all the magic happens. Or does it? 2 YKK zips, non-PU coated. Now, one thing to note about this experience is the main compartment only has this little like D-shape opening. A lot of traditional duffels, right? They got like the zip just down the middle, you know what I'm talking about. And that enables you to get into that main compartment, right? Because duffels are just kind of a throw-all. You just throw in there. There's usually not a lot of organization, which means if you have limited access, it can be more challenging to find what you put where. In the main compartment, we have 3 things to discuss: side pocket, shoe compartment, and this pocket, which I haven't named yet. No, I'm gonna call you the dirty towel pocket. You'll find out why in a second. Hint, it's a good place for your dirty towels, but I don't wanna spoil anything yet. This pocket, good for a water bottle maybe. So like maybe you got your big ass Nalgene or protein shake on the outside, or maybe a fire extinguisher. That goes on the outside because this thing is so big and bulky, right? But maybe for after the workout's done, you wanna keep a coconut water in here. Maybe you don't even carry a water bottle or like a protein shake. Maybe you just wanna carry your vitamins with you, right? Your BCAAs or your like multivitamin, whatever it is, you can store that very comfortably in there with room to spare. Now let's talk about the shoe compartment, because you're like, ooh, that's so nice. I like what's happening here. But then notice the main compartment is going to be compromised by that shoe compartment because it sticks right in there, right? And it's kind of big and bulky. So when you actually have shoes in this compartment, the amount of space that you have in the main compartment to put other things gets severely compromised. That's something to keep in mind. But the good news is if you're not using that compartment, you can just sort of crumble it up, throw it on the side. Finally, the last compartment is the dirty towel storage compartment, which I named it that because it's a great spot for your dirty towel to be stored. It keeps it separated from the other bits of gear in your main compartment. And remember, you have this mesh ventilation on the sides, which will help give the main compartment some more breathability, we'll call it. And to make sure your dirty towel, your dirty shirt, or your dirty whatever doesn't interfere with your other stuff, you go ahead and clip this into place. And yet again, we have another separate but equal type situation going on. I know what you want. You want the pros and the cons. Let's talk about them. Pro number 1 is a super comfortable shoulder duffel experience due to the padding of the shoulder pad. Pro number 2 is a super comfortable hand duffel experience due to the comfort here, but also the stiffness and strength of these materials. And pro number 3, I'm just a big fan of the organization of the work compartment. But let's talk some cons. Con number 1 is you have compromised accessibility with the main compartment. Con number 2 is I wish that the laptop compartment had just a little bit more thought that went into it. My laptop is my most prized possession. And con number 3 is while I do like this work compartment pocket thing, yet again, a little bit of limited accessibility. I just wish that it kind of opened up a little bit further. So if you're watching this review and you're thinking to yourself, I love it, count me in, I want one, and you're gonna make a purchase, we do ask that you use the first link in the description. It's just right down there. That link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support our Nomads Nation YouTube channel. Thank you so much. But if you are still undecided and you're just not sure if this is the duffel for you, let me throw you some alternative recommendations. Alternative recommendation number 1 is the Boundary Supply duffel. This is for you if you're like, dude, I love the whole duffel thing. I just kind of want something that's a little bit more stylish because this just looks good. I don't think it looks great. The Boundary Supply duffel looks sexy as and we did a full review on the Boundary Supply duffel, which is also sexy as which you can find in the description right down there. Check it out. It's a great duffel. Alternative recommendation number 2 is the Monarch Cetra duffel. This duffel is for you if you're thinking to yourself like, digging this, love me a gym duffel, but 24 liters is not big enough for me. I want a bigger duffel that can also be used as like a longer term travel pack. That's what the Monarch Cetra Duffel is. And it's also a duffel that can be converted and worn very comfortably as a backpack as well. Does that tickle your fancy a little bit? If so, we did a full review on the Monarch Cetra Duffel, and you can find a link to that review right down there. Last alternative recommendation, numero tres, is the Aer Duffel Pack 3. Yes, also a duffel by Aer. It's a backpack that's like styled like a duffel, and it looks cool, and it feels great, and it's totally perfect for that gym/work lifestyle. I'm a big fan of the Aer Gym Duffel Pack 3. Yeah, you're right, Tab. We see this bag all over the streets of Hong Kong. It's very popular. It's one of my personal favorites. To find out why, check out the description below, and you'll find a link to our full review, and you'll learn why. Thank you so much for watching our Aer Gym Duffel 3 review. If you found this review to be useful, the best way to let us know that you found the review useful is just to click the like button. That lets us know we're doing a good job, and it also tells the YouTube robots that we're doing a good job. Also, do you own the Aer Gym Duffel 3? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Does the limited capacity of the main compartment start to irk you after a while? Do you feel like your laptop is properly secured in the tech compartment? Or do you have an alternative recommendation that we missed? A better gym/work duffel that we don't even know about? Let us know in the comments below. Your comments help make this channel and the internet as a whole a more educated place. Thank you so much. My name is Aaron. This is Nomads Nation. We'll see you next time.